Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Of course, unless this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Scot Mendenhall. We're so glad to have you today. We're talking about one wheels because we love those, and we're talking about riding treaded tires in wet conditions today. Riding that one wheel right there with the new FF Hoosier 2 treaded tire, or Terrain 2 by Hoosier. It is a great tire. I just wanted to know what was it like in the wettest conditions ever. So I did something that you should not do, and I will repeat this throughout the video. I rode it in the rain and in puddles to test the grippiness, if that is such a thing, on said tire. So we're gonna throw it to that video here in a second, but I do wanna let you know we got a lot of really rad things happening this week. Well, you know what? We've neglected the pint. That pint there we've neglected in a video series over the last few weeks, and so we have a treaded tire come for that pint. So hopefully that will itch some of those pint riders out there. We're gonna test to see what it's like to have the treaded tire on there. We also have this. These are the Sure Stance pads from ONEWHEEL. They're their wooden version of it. We're gonna slap these on there and see what it's like. It's got a little bit more concave to it. We're gonna put those on and test that out, and so many more rides and thoughts. So let's get today's video just rolling. We really need to come up with a name for what these videos are when I do a voiceover. There's Vader doing a cameo. I suggest none of you do what I'm about to do, and that is straight up mob through puddles in a downpour here in Minnesota in April. Don't do this. It voids the warranty. We're just testing out the brand new FF Hoosier Terrain 2 tire in wet conditions, and it is wet. And it is beautiful on the cinematic level as you see the reflection of the ONEWHEEL and me on the ground. You ever notice in movies they wet the ground when cars and lights are in a downtown scenario? Just watch the next movie. They do this on purpose because of that cinematic look right there. Whew. I'm just geeking out on that as I'm watching this back for the first time with you. Our hopes is to give you information to make an educated decision, and I've got to tell you, up to this point, I've been 50-50 on the treaded tire, on all treaded tires. To be honest with you, it's not this Hoosier flight fin Terrain tire that I'm on like limbo in. It's just the difference between slick and treaded tire. Do you need it? And today in these conditions, my confidence in this tire was through the roof. I am just mobbing this very soggy, wet conditions. I mean, it's rained all night, and this tire is biting it. It is tearing it up, no problem. Transition back into the asphalt, and I got no problems carving and turning on a slick. Even the Vega with a half-inch thicker wheelbase, I still would be riding very cautiously, just because of slipping out. Not the wheel slipping and spinning, but it's slipping out like toe side or heel side, and I'm falling on my butt. That is the concern I have, as there's some more cinematic look of the ONEWHEEL on the wet ground. And I am fully waterproofed with my pants, but my shoes are not, however. I forgot that about this point, going, oh man, what was I thinking? But I'm going to periodically pause and clean off the lens. I do apologize for the raindrops on it. Doing a little lens check here, a little bit of water. Let me wipe you off. I can't, you know, Mother Nature is doing what she's doing best, and that's watering the earth. How's that? A little bit better? Okay. And now we're gonna get back at it. We're gonna hit Mother Nature's bowl that we call around here, just to look at the tire and what it can do. And really, my confidence in this tire is through the roof all of a sudden in these conditions. I've the thoughts between slicks and treaded tires, and we're gonna do that in an updated video soon, as a goose is going, what is this dude doing? There's a little shot of how thick and long this grass is and how wet it is. And look, I don't know if it comes across well. I just came down a hill, now I'm going up a hill. There's no wheel slippage. It's biting in, no problem. I feel very confident with this as I turn to come down and now coming back up the other side of the bowl. Look at this. I weigh about 150 pounds. I'm wet today, so maybe 160 pounds of water weight all of a sudden. And the ONEWHEEL's handling it, and the XR's handling it. All of those are panicking about my XR. I did put the plug in the charging port, so we're good. That's all the waterproofing I needed today, as I am just, I'm making this look really good, meaning the tire. It is just, is looking really good in my opinion right now. It rides so well in these conditions. I think this is where it shines the most, is in these conditions, in off-terrain, off-road conditions, is in this moment right here. I absolutely love this tire. I can't go on enough about this tire, as I am going to hit a hole here and fall off, and it's a hole. There's no wheel slippage. You could see it go down and I outrun it. That was not because of the tire. Oh, you're really wet now. I like I'm referring to you, the camera, as you, as the YouTubers online. Okay, hold on. Let me wipe you off. I think that's better. All right, that fall had nothing to do with the tire. Straight up hit a hole. I am impressed. I'm way impressed with this. Got my rain suit on. The only thing that's getting wet are my feet. Didn't think that one through. Okay, we're gonna hit one last muddy trail, and then we're gonna go home. One Wheel's handling it like a champ. We are going to get ourselves to one of the cooler spots, and it's gonna be super muddy to really test out this One Wheel. As you can just see the mud just dripping off the bottom, and I hope that you're seeing that. Man, if you're on the fence about a treaded tire, I do think this might be the treaded tire. I did ride the Burris 6 in similar conditions. We didn't videotape it, and it didn't ride as good as this. This tire just, it bites better. I think it's a little bit, the tread is a little bit harder than the Brutus 6 in my thoughts. I don't know what made my confidence feel differently in this than I did with the Brutus 6. However, it did ride considerably better in this conditions than the Brutus 6 did. So if you're on the fence between those two treaded tires, there's some information on you. I did recently read in a post that Brutus is bringing out another treaded tire. It's supposed to be better in all realms. I look forward to riding that. I still want to ride the Vega tire because that's treaded. I cannot locate it. If anyone knows where I can get one of those, I would love to get a Vega treaded tire to review it on this channel. I just would wonder what it would feel like to have that extra half inch of width in the tire with treads on it. If it would be really nice, or would it feel less carvable because of that now, as I have gotten used to this size tire in width. I do know that I don't enjoy the 5.5. Lily, who you often see in here, she's about to change from the 5.5 just because she does not enjoy it. She's actually going back to a Vega stock tire, which on this channel we are big fans of the Vega tire. Just, it is a great tire. As here I transition into grass, I'm about to wipe off the lens for you because we're going to hit one of the favorite trails in our backyard here. Blacken it out for you, and then we're gonna hit it again. As immediately I wipe it off, and it gets, I mean, it is raining hard. It's not just a drizzle out here. The gear I'm wearing is what I wear like when I'm fishing or hunting, as we're gonna hit some trails right next to a creek that just pours into our lake in our backyard, and you can just see, I mean, the creek's to the right. I don't know if you're ever going to see the water over there, but it is muddy conditions, and it is not ideal, but it's so much fun. If I probably had different shoes on, I might have done a little bit more rides, but I also was nervous putting my One Wheel through all these conditions. However, I did enjoy riding in it for the 8 minutes and such that I was out there in it. It just put a smile on my face. Floating in the rain might be my new favorite thing. And I'm so grateful I get to do this. But the tire, in turning and hitting the roots, never slipped. I honestly, my confidence never went down, and I'm just singing the praises of this tires. Flight Fin and Hoosier, you did a great job. Could you do an all blacked out deal for me though, where the Hoosier logo is all black? That's it. I mean, is that not a petty complaint about this? Is I'm hitting some, I'm just trying to show you as I'm riding this, pushing the limits of it, that it's handling everything I'm throwing at it in very wet conditions. It's a great tire. Off-road, it's far superior than any other treaded tire I have rode. Super stoked on this wheel. If you're on the fence and you do a lot of off-roading, this tire is probably the one you need to get. I'm gonna put my stamp on it if you're an off-road warrior on your One Wheel. I'll save my other opinions about slicks and One Wheels for a later date. Really do hope you enjoyed that. Yes, the one wheel still works. It was so much fun out there. I'm thinking about slapping all that rain gear back on and hitting the open road in the rain. The trick to riding in the rain, if you are caught there, let it completely dry out before you plug it in. Like, I will not plug this one wheel in for 24 hours. I will let it dry really well. Then I will plug it in to charge it. I don't want to risk short-circuiting stuff in the inside. Immediately when I got it back home, I tilted it on its side with the charging port down to let everything run out on the side. I've never had a problem. Knock on wood, fingers crossed, pray. I've not had a problem. I know I'm riding it at my own risk, and please don't do the same. Let us do that here on our One Wheel channel for you. That said, would you subscribe to our channel, as we are enjoying seeing people constantly press the subscribe button. Thank you so much for doing that. We're going to announce the winner for some kind of one wheel gear this week on one of our videos, so you don't want to miss that. You will have like 48 hours to respond who the winner is. Kristen is picking the winner as we speak. She's reading 250 comments dropped. She's reading through all of those. So the announcement of that winner happens probably tomorrow. Also, would you give us a thumbs up and give us a comment down below? We really do love hearing from all of you. Your thoughts from whoever dropped a comment about the PSI dropping on the tire. I forget who. But thank you, we are listening. I did that to some of my kids' one wheels and they've absolutely loved it. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but that's what I love about the community here on our channel. It's a community sharing information. I don't know it all. I'm just sharing my experience, and maybe you'll learn from it, but also teach me some things on the way you're riding. Hey, have you tried this? We are also on the hunt for the Vega treaded tire. I can't find it. Craft and Ride seems to be sold out of it, and I've looked on other places to find it. If you know of a place I can get that treaded tire, would you put a link down below? I want to review that on this channel. We are about to settle on our riding tire standards here, what we're gonna roll with. Might surprise some of you. Others probably know what we're gonna do just by the way we are sharing our opinions here, but we're about to tell you what is gonna work for us here on this channel. Okay, tons more stuff coming this week. I can't wait to get my kids to ride the new pads from One Wheel. All right, that said, this one is over, sadly, so go eat dinner, go back to bed. I don't know what you're doing right now, but go back to your regularly scheduled program, because this one is over. We'll see you tomorrow.